Well, when it comes to the demons, this Doctor Who adventure, um, some of the aspects of it is a hallmark of horror movies and whatnot. Your disturbing forces you don't understand. And sure enough, yeah, and the monster comes and all that. And there's a lot of those elements in this, but already you know where it's going. Oh man, they really conjured a demon from hell. Nah, it's just an alien. and, and the whole thing that aliens are the basis of all the myths of supernatural creatures and whatnot. And that's pretty much the upshot of all that. But I don't know, the guy was he was really into the act, you know. So he had the hoof and feet and the horns. And when the Azal is conjured, is standing giant over him, they all got to look up at his junk. So, all right. So strange things are going on. There's the White Witch. She's the good witch, and she's warning them not to mess with this. Nobody listens, and they break through. And there's now the gargoyle guy. I liked him. It's pretty silly looking. It's just a guy in a suit jumping around, you know. But he's constantly running around with his tongue out. And all that stuff. So you know, it's got its interesting charms to it. It probably ran a little too long because it's not really going anywhere. Gee, who could be messing with all of this? Yeah, it's the master. Who else? And then of course, you know, you have him wearing like he's a satanic robe and all this stuff, performing the ritual. And everybody, hey, we're on board with this. And so he wants the power of this creature. But of course it backfires on him, as you know, as one can expect. So on and so forth. And that's about it. The saving grace is the interactions from the main characters and whatnot, and the Brigadier and the Doctor and what have you. And of course you get, you know, I believe it was Nicholas Courtney's favorite line about, you know, the chap with wings and all that, and that's good stuff. But ultimately, you know, you can take it or leave it. But I just enjoyed the silliness of it here and there, different elements. And you know, Pertwee wanted to ride a motorcycle, I guess. He does a lot of that in there. And that's about it. There are certain oddities to it, somewhat, in that it starts off with the Doctor, so the White Witch lady's right, you know, they shouldn't be messing with all of this. And then it's like later on where he lectures them all. It's like there's no supernatural powers, it's all trickery and whatnot, and it's science, you know. Which I mean, you know, boy, even back then, you know, people talk of science like it's magic in and of itself. It's just the means by which you explain things through, you know, the physical evidence and what have you. And of course, you know, in this case, he demonstrates the Doctor had magical powers, but it was just he was remote controlling Bessie and stuff like that, you know. And then he had, it was Captain Yates, I believe, was his sniper shooting. But it plays out rather predictably. Now, to do a show like this, I can understand having the Master in it. I just think they should have had at least 2 other serials within our choose some of the ones that with the just don't have the Master in it, you know, where you know maybe every other serial would be a Master episode. You can't pass up the idea of the Master dressing up in those robes and all that stuff. He fits right in with the whole idea there. But again, after he regained control of his TARDIS and everything and was able to leave, and then, well, he keeps coming back, you know. And then, well, all right, he finds out, oh yeah, I meant to do something about this creature that people think is a demon buried in this town. I did, yeah, okay, I'm going back there and I'm going to go get that thing, you know, something like that. When it seems like he would have been long gone and there was nothing the Doctor could do. He's still trapped on Earth, you know. But, well, he was a regular cast member at this point, and we wanted this to be an aspect of the series for the time being and all that. So, yeah, okay. So, well, at least they come up with an explanation for the next time around, because he doesn't escape. He gets arrested. He tries to escape in Bessie. But again, the doctor had remote control of it, so he couldn't get away. So there's the explanation, and then you keep thinking, oh, there's going to be a scene. The soldier looks the other way, and the master knocks him out and runs away. Oh no, he got away again. But no, they don't do that. Ultimately, they outfox the demon, and only because in the end the demon's insulted that the doctor refused his power, so he was going to destroy him. But then Joe jumps up in front of him and says, "No, don't kill the doctor. Take me instead." And then the demon is overcome with her selfless act, and no, I can't. It's like it's kryptonite to him or something. And so then the whole the crypt, the church blows up. they're all running out of it, And then what do they do after that? Well, they have a party and dance and stuff. I mean, well, okay. I mean, they were going to anyway. I guess they're all in this cult, but, well, whatever. Oh, yeah, well, there was a scene, I think was it again Captain Yates? I don't think it was Benton. Both were showing off their action skills, trying to impress Joe, I guess. But one of them said, "Joe, you're an idiot." Well, someone finally had to say it. But, her heart's in the right place. That's all that matters. So, anyway, I had fun with it. I can say that, because there's a lot of silliness in it that I just enjoyed. And, again, the gargoyle and then he survives. He goes back to being a gargoyle, I guess, once the main demon was destroyed, seemingly. He's still there. This is one of those things that, they could revisit, like, after it's all done with, that unit would take hold of that gargoyle and keep him locked up, because I'm assuming it's a droid of some sort, but still, and then you could revisit it later. Someone reactivates it, that kind of thing. But anyway, I had fun with it, and I guess that's what really matters. Not all that impressive of a concept per se, or at least in the execution of it. I suppose reined in and handled better could have been pretty good. Like I said, like a horror movie and whatnot. But ultimately, did have fun with it, and I guess in the end, that's all that really matters.